No sound. No sound.
I can't hear
Welcome to
you.
your show. Welcome to your show. This is your host DP. As you can see, we started the show with a bang where nobody can hear me. I'm talking in sign language. This is your host Alfred. We got
Yeah.
some hot topics. As you can see, the voice is gone from our drumming. But anyway, we're gonna move ahead and we're gonna discuss that. And we got some really entertaining show for you guys. Before you get into the show, please people show some love for your boys. Can you like and subscribe? As you can see, you have your host DP, my main man Tristan, and my man below me is Como. So I think we're gonna kick off the show immediately and not waste any time. It's been
Please, yeah.
it's been an entertaining weekend, but not for all of us. It's been a heavy entertaining weekend, and I think we're just gonna. I think we should go straight into, and I think we have to. We're gonna start off with Moyes, and I think this was a discussion between the friends, and I personally I didn't like Moyes. It was a Ferguson choice, and but what he's been is actually surprising all the United fans. And I'm not gonna divulge in it. I think I'm gonna make Como and Tristan talk about it, and then I'll come back later. So Como, I think you go first, and what's your thoughts on Moyes and how West Ham is doing, bro?
Yeah, look, I think West Ham is not. I think it's a follow on from last season. I don't know if you actually noticed that how last season West Ham finished quite strong. They got a good stadium, London Stadium. They were given that stadium for the Olympics that they had. I think what he's done with the team this year, David Moyes, I think he's settled in. He's got them playing well. He's got them challenging for the top four. They just got into the top four. I know it's still early, and we don't want to get too excited about talking about Champions League. But I think also on another note, they've actually top of the Europa Conference group. So David Moyes actually got them into Europe last year. So that's also a testament to something well that he's been doing. I mean, he got them into Europe. West Ham haven't been in Europe for the past, I think, it's 60 something years. So for them to be in Europe
Wow.
and now on top of their group, something's happening. I mean, they beat Spurs on the weekend. So I think, I mean, we don't talk about United clearly because they're not even worth the topic. But the point I'm trying to make is that when you give someone time, someone that's actually credible, they can do some stuff. But I mean, who knows what happens with West Ham this season? Pip, what do you think?
Listen,
Yeah, I think Moyes has a track record of stabilizing a team besides United. I mean, United have had top managers come in and they couldn't stabilize United. Moyes he's got a history. So to judge him on the United gig, I think it's unfair on him. But what he's done at West Ham, he stabilized him. He's got a captain in Declan Rice, a young boy. I mean, I'm not a great fan of Declan Rice, but looking at his performances, he's pitching up, he's showing leadership. He's got Antonio up front. He's got talented, skillful players with flair to turn it on and bring that goal. So he's built a team. And when you talk about top four, right? I mean, yes, it's still early, but let's look who's below them chasing the top four. You got
Yeah.
Brighton, we know they're going to drop points. They've got Spurs. Spurs is not going to hit the top four. You got United, who's still they're rocky. We don't know about top four. You got
Who?
Everton. Then you give those a
United.
break, sir. Give those
There's
a
nothing
breather.
United about that team.
Then you
Anyway,
got
sorry,
you
man.
you.
Sorry.
Listen, yeah, well done there, DP. Well done, son. Your tricks. Then you've got if you scroll down, can't even see United on the logo. Anyway,
Far right.
you got you've got you've got Leicester, you got Arsenal, and then you got Wolves. So the pack that's chasing that top four, I think West Ham is as favourites to get that last slot. The way things are looking at right now. So hats off to Moyes, man. He's proven he's
Bro,
proving himself in this gig.
he's taken Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio was a right back. Mikel
Yeah,
Antonio was a
yeah.
right back. He made Mikel Antonio a striker. The man is hashing goals. He's like Chaluka. You know Chaluka from the West is? He
Hey,
is
but he does
hashing the goals. He is hashing them, bro. He's grabbing them. He's fighting. He's wrestling. He's doing forward rolls. Man is hashing goals in the Premier League, bro. Huh?
Yeah,
Say something about
yeah.
about the man, bro.
Get some volume there, DP.
I'm not gonna take Moyes' part, and yeah, personally it was a terrible time for me. I don't even want to talk about him. I get goosebumps talking about the man. But in saying that, maybe when Moyes wanted players, they didn't want to give him players. Like last minute, they bought Fellaini and whoever, but it was a disaster for us. I don't even want to talk about Moyes,
Yeah,
but
I
you gotta
agree.
give him credit where it's due. The man is,
That's it.
bro. The man is, he's no more pulling that dithering Dave face where he looks
Hey.
like he's shocked, like he just saw his ex bro, and the chick is jolling on his side chick on his throat, so having a conversation like, oh god.
Yeah, his
No,
eyes
it's
are
like
like this.
yeah, like bro, I
Stay
should look at
woke,
the one
stay
picture and
woke.
he
Is
so
woke.
looks confused, bro.
Is
And
woke.
but
Stay
but
woke.
you gotta give him credit, bro. Look where he is, bro. I just showed that the table, and it's actually it's a disgrace, bro. When you think about all the players that we're not gonna focus on United as yet, but if you look at that table, bro, look at where West Ham and Brighton is,
Hey,
bro.
wait.
I
You see, who's there on top?
I can't pronounce that word. I can't pronounce it right now. I don't know about you guys. So yeah, I don't think we
Relax.
must focus too much on but
Yeah,
you got to give credit where it's due. And even in
yeah,
the
no, I know
Conference
for
League in
sure.
Europa, the man's on top of that league log table, whatever you want to call it. So
That's
you got
true.
to give credit, bro. You got to give credit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And hey, bro, I think the next thing we're gonna move on. We're not gonna focus too much on it. We're gonna focus, and another topic we're gonna go to is a bro goal of the week. There was some fantastic, and I'm gonna go first. And we were discussing this earlier, and I said to the guys, hey, you know what? There was some fantastic goals, and you gotta give some teams credit. I'm not mentioning names. They scored lots of goals, Chelsea, Liverpool, but were they good goals?
look, I think I mean, you got to mention the Chelsea results. It was
No,
it wasn't
fantastic,
it
bro.
wasn't the result of the week. It was the highest scoring result of the weekend. Um, I think Chelsea scored good team goals. But for me, the goal of the week has to go to Yuri Tillemans. I think the man scores. I think he only scores out the box. I think he's allergic. I think we start calling him Yuri in the 18 area because only from the 18 area, only it's bazookas, bro.
So
Yo,
we must get someone to edit so that
for
when he's in
me,
the 18 area, must be Yuri in the 18 area.
featuring TKZ, yeah,
And Pete,
yeah, no,
what's your take?
Yeah, I agree with Como there. I think, listen, we can't talk about Liverpool's goals. It was like a training match, and it'll be unfair to say
Hey,
those were
oh,
good goals.
yeah,
No,
hey,
no,
bro,
honestly, no, honestly.
we
You,
proud.
Yuri,
shots
hey,
fired. You the
I
man
don't
shoot
want
like
to
a
do it, bro.
training day.
Training day.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington.
You want to do this to
Denzel.
me? You want to do
Denzel.
this
But
to
anyway.
me? King Kong ain't got way.
But
Okay,
I couldn't
Training
agree more
before
with,
day.
with Como. I couldn't agree more with Como. Yuri Tillemans was a smoker,
Yo,
and
there's the man
seems
at
like
it
he's
again. Now he's talking about that rapper from South Africa. What's his name? Telemans.
hey
Bro.
guys,
You
leave
gotta
that,
get
leave
names
that.
right, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta
no,
get
no.
names right. Yeah.
I
No,
know.
no, the man scored good goals. I'm
yeah,
also gonna
yeah.
say Chelsea had some lots of goals. What a
Good
lots I
team
got.
goals.
I can't mention a name, but the words just come up. And the other team that scored five, but I just can't say it. They also scored some. It was training day goals. Let's be
Nah,
honest. It was like easy, but
yeah.
yeah, I don't think we should spend much time. I'm also gonna go with Mr. Tillemans. Yeah,
Mm,
hey, bro, it was fantastic.
yeah.
So I think the next thing we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna get to the big ones. We're gonna talk about top four, and I'm gonna start first. I'm gonna start
Of
first, and
course.
and I'm gonna say top four. Who do you think is your top four? For me, and I know I'm gonna get stick, I'm gonna get hate, whatever people want to say. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna say who's gonna win the league for because
Down,
that would be
down.
ridiculous for me to say that.
Before
But
I know why you said you want to go for. Do not put yourself in that form.
okay, can I finish
I know it's
Let
your
him
before I
opinion.
go.
I know it's your opinion,
listen?
but your
I'm
Let him
opinion.
go.
You
controlling
Let
the
him
must.
show.
go.
I will immediately block you.
Right, right. Get it. Let's hear your top four.
So I'm gonna say top four. I'm gonna and this is not in any special order. I'm not saying who won the league, but I'm gonna say
Yeah,
Liverpool is in there. I'm definitely gonna say
definitely.
Chelsea's in there. I'm definitely gonna say City's in there, and then I'm gonna put United in there. I still think we can make top four. If they come over with prize, we discussed this. We're not allowed to do that shit like
All right,
that.
cool. No. See, look, I think it's
Yeah, my
that's the power
opinion,
of
bro.
opinions. Everybody has one. So you're welcome to yours, bro. I think if I might go second, I think the top four for me is exactly who you just mentioned, excluding United. I don't see
Oh,
Manchester United moving into the top four unless they fire Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't
hey,
see
let
them
me
changing. I don't
delete
see
your
them
phone number.
changing. I don't. I don't I don't see them changing their style of play. I see them relying too much on Ronaldo. I think he's adapting his whole team to suit Ronaldo, sort of suit the team play. There's no direction. There's no way you'll make top four in my book. And I know people might say I'm taking wind. I'm not a United hater. I acknowledge when someone's doing fufu-nienas. You know fufu-nienas? And United's doing fufu-nienas. So for me, I don't see them actually top four. I think maybe, honestly speaking, I actually think, and you might shout at me for this, I actually think West Ham could creep in, bro.
Oh, that'll be a slap in the face for United.
It would. And that's just I see an outside team, West Ham or somebody else. I can't put to the fourth team, but I will not put United, unfortunately.
Listen, Chelsea, Liverpool, City, of course. For me, I can't give the last position to anyone now. I think it could be between West Ham United and possibly Leicester. I think if Leicester ticks again and gets things going, they've got a good squad to get their top four. United, guys, listen, if they will get rid of Ole. Let's face that's the fact. It's going to happen. They might get a result at Tottenham, but they got Atalanta, they got City, and it's a quite tough run.
They got Chelsea.
They have to get it. They got Chelsea. It's a tough run, and they're gonna get rid of Ole. If they do get rid of Ole, or when they do, I believe United will be strong enough to put their team together to make top four. But there again, West Ham is ahead of them, so West Ham has to keep their form running. And then I think Leicester City will be the one that could pull the rabbit out the hat there. So for me, it's three to run in for the top four. It's West Ham, Leicester, United, and then you've got Chelsea, Liverpool, and City.
I'm sure.
Furniture.
Let me just tell you all now, I'm cutting you all out for friends. Don't greet me, don't WhatsApp me, don't send me happy birthday, nothing. Cut me out.
No, bro. I say, bro. As facts, there's that video where the Bali shows United, they must come to the realization they're no more a big team. You should look at Arsenal. Arsenal's having a gorgeous time. It's just the hope that kills you. It's just hope. The problem with United is okay. We're not there yet. But let me reserve my comments.
I think the big topic later. We need to talk about is this weekend we have the El Clasico, and let me finish. It's not the El Clasico; it's the El Sequico. So it's a game between United and Spurs. And El Clasico legends, let's be honest.
The loser gets sacked.
The loser gets sacked. So that's the rumor.
I think in two football tunes, you must actually say the loser gets bombed. The second thing is a thing that happens there. You're getting bombed. Short time, EOT, end of contract. End of contract, son.
Yeah, so it's a big game, bro. It's a big game, and personally, I think, hey, bro, and you know it's a funny thing, bro. I know we're getting to the topic, but we're getting to the hot topic. But I think, firstly, I think that coach is gonna get fired for that game. That's
no.
Everybody's talking.
No.
Yeah, no.
The thing is this. The thing is this also TP. No. I'm formulating. I'm trying to formulate cultured responses for these topics. You check, because sometimes my mouth just runs away. The thing is this: Nuno and Spurs. Nuno, Spurs, Oli, and United, right, are teams and coaches that are out of their depth at the moment. But the teams are not teams that will make drastic changes in the middle of the year. They've never done it. Over all the years, Spurs, and I've been watching Spurs. Over all the years, I've been watching United, except when they bombed Moyes. Did they make a change during the course of the season? So I think Spurs will soldier on with Nuno, and I think the exact same thing is going to happen with Oli. I think if Oli wasn't going to get fired, it should have been yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think Spurs
guys,
is going to win on the weekend. By the way,
guys,
I say Spurs 2-1.
I think the moment you've been waiting for, the thing that we've been leading you on to, the bit of faces we've been giving you to get your taste buds hit, that curry is not really giving you common to taste the album. The moment we've been waiting for, and I think everybody is.
Bro.
Hey, bro, Manchester United.
Glory,
bro.
glory, Man United.
Well,
Glory, Man United. Glory, glory, Man.
but you know what? Can I touch? Can I
The
lead?
block was hot. No,
Can
it's
I
Let me
lead?
not.
let
Can I
me
These
put
are
it
start
across.
on
things
Let
this
are
me
one?
put it across.
jumping.
Can I start on this one? Right.
Of
Let's talk
course.
about United. We and Liverpool and these teams. A lot of people hate. Reason being is these teams dominated. When
Yeah,
they won for 10
Well said.
years,
for
15
sure.
years. United controlled the 90s, early 2000s. Chelsea slipped in. Listen, all due respect, come on, no,
Liverpool,
don't shoot
Liverpool,
me,
Liverpool
don't
played
shoot
to the
me.
80s. Liverpool had
No,
the
I mean,
80s run on us.
don't shoot me down.
Ah,
Chelsea
no, it's
wasn't a
fine.
team that was
Of
wouldn't beat cups
course.
in
No,
the
I'm no.
90s.
It's facts. It's facts.
So
I'm with
so
you.
so we don't want to see United win again and go back into their culture. That's why there's like
The hate.
Liverpool, Chelsea's like, listen, we don't want you winning that again because it was too long that you won. Let
Correct.
Ole
Correct.
stay. Let Ole stay. We support
Long
Ole.
live. Please.
Long
So,
live Ole.
Ole must stay like how Zuma stayed. It mustn't buy. Ole must play in Kandla in Man United somewhere. He must not vie nowhere. And long may the suffering continue. I think you're right, Tristan, to add on to that point. But because United won so much that there's always this animosity towards them. I mean, United was trending. That just shows how big a club they are. TP, we have the biggest club in the world in terms of support base, and that's a fact. No one expected the result on the weekend. I think my only as a neutral supporter, what I was disappointed by, I was happy but disappointed. United were 10 men with a half an hour to go. Oh, like say, Jamie Carragher said something. There was never a better opportunity to hit United for 8. I should have
I,
lashed him. Took a
I
shamble, put
was
water on
quite
him, and
disappointed.
I was.
Yeah.
They tapped off. I'm like Alex here. Hit these O's in a miss, and didn't.
Yo,
United was all
still
over
when
the
he touch
show.
when we down like that, when he touch
Yeah.
when we
Hey,
down,
bro.
bro.
Hey,
So
What's your
let,
bro.
let me
thoughts,
let me give
DP?
you
What's your
let me
thoughts
give
on
you
your team, sir?
United was
let me
like
let me give you
Baybacks
this.
on the
So
weekend, bro. Like Baybacks, they're by Dallas. That's who United was. United was
rest in peace,
Baybacks on the weekend.
paybacks.
Rest in
Rest in
peace,
peace,
Bay.
paybacks.
But
Okay,
RIP,
yeah,
bro, my
Bobby.
take on it, bro.
Let's just you just let me.
After the Atlanta game, and I'm gonna say this because everybody was watching, everybody was celebrating, and I watched after the game. I was sitting and I was busy with something. I had an assignment, so I had the TV on, and I saw Paul Scholes, and my take on Paul Scholes that he's been a little bit bitter, and he man Ricky, he's been a little bit bitter. But I sat and I listened to Paul Scholes, and Rio Ferdinand was that's United, and he said to Rio, he said exact words is Rio. What are you celebrating? That was disgraceful. The fact that and his exact words were, if they were versing City and Liverpool, it would be 4 or 5-0 first off. They were all over the place. There was shambles. They had nothing in that game. What he did was he threw the kitchen sink and he bluffed United supporters, and everybody was happy. There we acted the game. It was disgraceful. I sat there and of course, I celebrated the win. But when you sit back and you think about it, bro, we were terrible first off. I'm talking about bad against Atlanta. World class Atlanta. Come on, bro. Atlanta. When I first heard of Atlanta, you know when I first heard of
at
Atlanta, bro? I played
Atlanta,
let me be pretty,
Atlanta.
it
Atlanta's in the
makes no
States.
difference, bro. Yeah, but you see the thing is that,
Just
bro,
saying.
the first time I saw it, bro, I had to go check. I played FIFA.
The A.
I played FIFA and I'm like, yo, who's this team? Where they from? And bro, maybe I don't know about them. I Google it. Oh, yo, bro, this team's from Serie A. I didn't know that,
Yeah.
bro. That just shows,
Atlanta,
bro.
Atlanta's basically the Leicester City of England. They were in Serie B, which is the second division, and they came up to Serie A, which is the Premier Division, Italy, and they got this coach who the same guy that's in charge now, and he went to the youth, and he got them into the Champions League for the first time ever. Was it last year? People in your first team.
Yeah.
I think the year when you all won it. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
That was their first
I
time
think
ever in the
I think
Champions
they
League.
beat people in them. They beat Liverpool and Liverpool beat them 5.
Yeah.
Something like
They
that. I
beat
can't remember. I can't
yeah,
remember the
they
specifics.
beat you 2-0 and you all beat them 5.
But that was their first season ever in the Champions League. So they know they minnows they minnows of their league. However, they're competing now consistently like Leicester. I think. Look, to be honest with you, United and this is what I'm scared. What I'm scared for y'all for DP is that United is gonna win this weekend. Beep. United's gonna win
Yeah.
1-0 or 2-1, and everybody's gonna be happy, and then we're gonna be happy because they're gonna keep Oli. Oli must stay, bro. He needs to. He's a
Okay,
legend. Don't.
so let me tell you the problem with Ole, bro. Hey, bro. Okay, let's say we were watching a Liverpool game. Let's say we're watching a Liverpool game, and you say, okay, we're losing, 2-0. Let's say 2-0. When we are losing 2-0, you don't think, bro. You're sitting, you're saying, hey, bro. So hit me 2 punches. His arms are longer than me. Let me grab a brick. Let me get a Nokiri or something. You carry on
Bucks
fighting the exact same way, bro.
Bucks there.
That's the definition of insanity. You're doing the exact same thing, and then
Yeah.
at 4-0 you say, wait, let me make a change. The world can see that you need to make a change immediately and change formation or change something, or maybe
He
even
did make
change
a
your team to
change.
make
He
when,
brought
bro.
on Pogba. He brought on
And,
Pogba. Pogba got sent off
and,
immediately.
and how many goals he brought on Pogba?
It was 4. He brought him up just after first off.
Exactly my point, bro.
Exactly.
You don't change it at
Exactly.
4-0. You wait. You don't wait till 4-0, bro, and then you're gonna bring up Pogba and say you're gonna bring up Pogba and you're gonna go, Lord help us do miracles. Come now,
Yeah,
my bro. No.
Mourinho would have made 3 changes one time first off. Look,
Mourinho would
you know
have
what I
made
did?
3 changes, and you would have
I actually,
slapped him, and you would have beat the person who does the medics.
I actually went. I actually did a bit of research on this Fred and McTominay business that keeps on happening.
Oh dear.
Danny Alves basically came out and said, "Did you see Danny Alves'
Yeah, I
thing he
saw that.
posted?" Danny Alves was
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
upset. He posted in defense of Fred. He was like, "Hey guys, Fred." When he puts on a Brazilian shirt, he's our best player on the field. He said it's not Fred, it's the coach and the team. Basically, cumbering now, saying to say, well, hey, United, hey, Osh, all it's your flop, and all this stuff. So I did a bit of research in terms of why Oli keeps going to these O's, Freddie McTominay in big games. There's a percentage here that I want to read out to you, and maybe it made a bit of sense to me because look, stats in football is what they're using now, bro. I mean, they're using it to change how they play, how they attack, how they defend. So the stat says that when United play Freddie McTominay, they have a 58% win record, right? They've lost 10 out of 55 games playing Freddie McTominay. So I can understand maybe why he goes there. But my thing is, how do you defend at home? See, I used to love watching United, bro. At Old Trafford under Fergie, United would never back down for anybody at home. And to see immediately resorting to that, and bro, for me, your best player, if you're playing in this position, for me, and you can disagree with me, is Paul Pogba, bro. If you see how Pogba plays for France, see?
So
Bro, Pogba
exactly what
takes
you're saying,
France
Tomo.
and puts France on their
Exactly
back.
what you're saying.
Pogba is Quasimodo for France. Got a hunchback for France, bro.
Yo,
And I'm telling you, bro, he carries the team, even though they got world class stars. Bro, you saw what Pogba was doing in the Euros,
But listen,
okay,
listen.
to your
So
point,
just so,
wait, give us a second,
yeah,
to your point.
yeah,
Exactly
yeah,
what you said, Pogba, Rashford,
Mm.
Sancho,
Mm.
Varane.
Ghosted.
Listen to the team, bro. Sancho looks like, you know what Sancho looks like, bro? Like someone said to him, check here, jump in
You know
and
what?
drive this car. I've never driven a car before. Hey, jump in and drive this manual.
You
And
know,
I've
you know
never
what?
driven manual before.
You know what Sancho is? You know on Guy Fawkes they used to get those pop-ups and those crackers. Sancho is a shoo-shoo. You know what's a shoo-shoo?
you need to give Sancho a chance.
You know the shoo-shoo.
Listen.
You know the shoo-shoo.
Oh,
When you light it, they go
yeah,
sort of popping. Sancho's a
yeah,
shoo-shoo.
yeah.
Look at that now. He's busting nothing. Bust
Tristan,
a nut, baby.
A different coach with more experience will bring the best out of Sancho. He's definitely got talent.
Yeah, I
You
know
know,
for sure.
even with Greenwood, with
He must go to
Rashford,
Medica's
they,
got
they
talent.
they need a Pep, they need a Klopp, they need a Tuchel. These coaches will win the best out of them. I mean, tactically, you brought it up earlier on, DP. Tactically, United, a simple thing like a press, which is a modern day game now.
A
A lot
press.
of the press, yeah, all of
What
the
play?
goals
What play?
were what press? All of all of
Liverpool,
all of the
United got press. That's the only press
all,
they know.
all, 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 all
They
of the
got
Liverpool
pressed.
goals, all the Liverpool goals came from a poor press where also Gwen attacking the ball. Relax, relax. We're talking football,
Hey
yeah.
guys,
We're talking
this is
football.
what kiddies. This is a kiddie show this year. What are you doing?
Yes,
Guys, came
yes,
from a
yes.
poor
We're talking,
press.
talking football.
You brought up the
Bro,
word
how can
press
you
and you
choose?
could
How
married
can you
man.
choose Man United was a poor press? Ah, hey, I
Alright,
say,
alright.
hey, sorry,
Carry
people,
on,
my
Pip. Carry on, Pip.
apologies.
Sorry.
It's something like that Ole can't get right, and it's
Yeah,
part of the modern game. You know,
he
you
can't
got
get up.
one Basaka far behind Greenwood when he's attacking the ball, the
And all
defense,
just
and you're
just
opening
sliding
big
everywhere
gaps.
like he's a
It's
doing
it's
landscaping.
it's
Just when
it
he
just
cuts it
shows that
across.
he's out of his depth, Ole, and they just need a coach that just to tactic. That's why I say United brings in a coach that can tactically just get them right. And that happened with Chelsea. Lampard Lampard didn't
Connection. See,
tactically
Lampard
have
was a
it
connection. Lampard was a
right.
connection call. You see what happened?
Listen to me.
Yeah,
Listen,
uncle,
Wag.
you funny to
Listen.
this.
Tuchel came in. The game after he came in, the training, the week, that next game, he threw no. Thereafter, he never
Six
conceded a goal for
for
six
seven
games straight.
games. Yeah,
7 games straight.
Yes, bro.
Just a
yeah.
change of tactic and just to get your team right. And if United gets a coach that can do that, they could end up fourth. You know what I mean? They can do well.
I
They've
think
got a team to do it.
since you brought
DP,
up the topic, as you
DP.
can see, yeah.
Who, who,
Okay,
who would
yeah.
you're a Man United supporter, and there's Man United supporters listening to this podcast, and who would your ideal coach be?
Okay, so what
Who
I'm
do
gonna
you
do,
Drop your
want?
comments.
I'm gonna bring up the rumors now, and this is
Before
yes,
you
sir.
go to the rumors, you as a
Yeah,
supporter, cuz
yeah. That's
who's
what I'm
your
bring up.
ideal
This I'm
coach?
gonna tell you. So it was trending 186,000
Antonio
on
Conte.
Twitter yesterday. So I'm gonna no, I'm not, I'm gonna show you the names and I'm gonna tell you who's ideal for me. So this is the coaches that was trending yesterday. So digging his nose, low, you know him, German coach.
Hey,
He's
I
out of a
know him.
craft now. That over, hey, no, I don't know that. Richie Rich brought up that. Personally, I'm not gonna say
Bro,
yes. I don't like him. Richie asked me about him, and I said to Richie,
before you move on, Joachim
yeah,
Löw, Joachim Löw took a unknown German team to the World Cup in South Africa, 2010 World Cup, and introduced us to stars like Philip Lahm, Neuer. That's when Mesut Ozil burst onto the scene. Then what was it? I don't know that he was playing with Sami Khedira. There was bro. He basically found he basically found the new generation of German players. Then the following World Cup he won it in Brazil. So I hear what you're saying. And obviously they flopped afterwards, but he has he has a knack for finding and nurturing good talent. So he might. I never thought about him. He actually might be a good fit. I know he's been coaching. He's been coaching a national team now. It's a different setup. So you never know, bro.
I
Carry on.
100%. I didn't know that, Como, and shout out to
Yeah,
Richie because Richie was the only
yeah.
person I've ever
Joachim
heard
Low, bro.
mentioning this old name. Well
Joachim
spotted,
Low,
Richie.
yeah.
So then I'm not gonna go to the right. I'm gonna go to the bottom left, who's Conte, the original Rain Man, Como. This old group
Hey,
did some fantastic stuff for Chelsea. He
brilliant.
did some fantastic stuff
I
for
was
Juve
sad
and
to see
Inter
him
group.
leave.
But
Bro, he took. Hmm. Carry on, DP.
But with this old bro, he don't take nonsense, and I think he might be perfect for United or disaster because he don't take crap, bro. He decides who I'm getting, who I want. He has my players now with United, and I think he's perfect for that reason. But he's not my choice. But I think he's perfect for the reason because he'll keep the Glazers uphill, and that's why I don't think he'll get the crowd because he'll tell the Glazers straight. But I don't want Declan Rice shooting because he's famous in England and he's 80 million. I want some
Yeah.
Ghanaian light you've never heard of that he wants and we won't even know and light will be a star. That's a good idea. And the thing with Conte, with Conte, him also, bro, he plays three in the back. So now let's look at his formation at 3-5. The problem with that is he plays wing backs. He doesn't play with the wingers, which means now Jadon Sancho's out.
But you see,
And
DP.
he,
So sorry if
yeah,
if I
no, Kevin,
interject
Kevin.
here. You see what
Mhm.
happened with Antonio Conte? He won the league with Chelsea with his first season. Chelsea was doing okay, doing okay. We got hit 3-0 by Arsenal. We were playing with a four. We weren't playing a three at the back at that time. When we got hit 3-0 by Arsenal at Arsenal, Antonio Conte changed the whole system around, and we didn't lose for 15 games after that.
Yes, bro.
For 15 games, bro. We were embarrassed by Arsenal. I think we lost 2-0 to Liverpool the game before that. We lost 3-0 to Arsenal the game after that. He changed the tactics completely, changed the whole formation, and we never lost a game for 15. We went on a 15-game winning run and won the league off that change of formation. Just FYI.
No, for sure. And then the reason why he left Inter, bro, you know why he left Inter? Okay,
Yeah.
he was trying to build a team to win the Champions League, and they want to sell his main man. And he wanted, remember, he wanted, what's his name? Come on, I'm not going to say his name. You can say his name. CR9.
Mucho. Yeah, he wanted Lukaku. He wanted Lukaku to stay.
Luda couldn't make the show tonight, but he wanted Lukaku, and then they're selling Lukaku. So that's why he left, bro. I've got a vision to do something great, and you're selling a place. So he's like, I'm out. And then we got Zidane. Say, bro, I know I'll get a lot of flack for this, but personally, I don't see the want for Zidane.
Tristan's right. Pick a ox. You show me 4 people. Yeah.
Erik ten Hag, bro, the man from Ajax, bro. The things he's doing for Ajax, bro. And bro, I personally I would like him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my choice. I'll go with Erik ten Hag. Well, I really pronounce his name from Ajax, but he won't leave. So I don't know.
He'll leave. I think United have a calling card as big as Real Madrid and Barcelona.
And he knows his main man with him, Van der Sar, ex-United player. So, bro, just imagine getting him and Van der Sar together.
Just a touch. Yeah. Just to touch on that. Now you talk about Van der Sar in terms of his backing stuff. I think that's where United have failed big time.
Connection
time. I mean,
call.
You've got
call. Nicky Butt. Mike Phelan.
You know,
dinosaur. Mike Phelan was coaching with Fergie 200 years ago.
You know, so Joachim Low is coached only international teams where he gets his team in every quarter. I don't know about him having a team in when you catch him hiding on a Sunday and then training on a Monday, training Tuesday, Wednesday, playing a game. I don't know if he can do that. So for me, I don't think
the man wasn't always international coach.
I personally, for a long time he was. Now you got to adjust. But anyway, I'm not saying that he won't be a good choice. I think out of the 4, I'm not a United supporter, but what I see, Zidane has done it. You know, he's won cups. He's managed Ronaldo. He's managed Varane. He knows how to play around his players.
That's the problem. You can't bring a coach in to manage a player. Listen, Ronaldo.
Wait, come on, listen. What they've got to do, you can't bring this up into your posy. You say, come and stay, come and eat. Now you want to. He's there now. He's there to do the job. If you give him what he needs, he can look what he's done. What Ronaldo has done with just a little bit of what he was given, what he's been given in terms of on the pitch. Now you play around Ronaldo. He can bring success to United. But wait. Let me finish. Picture Zidane. Picture Zidane on their training pitch, and you've got Greenwood, you've got Sancho, and they're looking at Zidane, bro. They've seen this player play. They've looked up to him. He comes onto the ground. There's a difference, you know. So
your choice is Zidane.
Zidane 100% out of the 4. That's your speculation.
Let me tell you,
my ultimate choice. Wait. My ultimate choice. Made it clear. Wait, the ultimate choice. I made it clear. Ole must stay. Has to.
Okay, look, we're gonna be honest. I think Ole has to go if United are gonna progress. I think we speak just in our segment because we're biased. We want the suffering to continue. We enjoy you all in agony and in pain. We enjoy it. But Ronaldo, I just did a bit of research as well. My left back, Ben Chilwell, 3 games, 3 goals, no assists. Ronaldo, 6 games, 3 goals, no assists. Gents, football is not about one player. Football is a team sport. 100%. If you're going to build a team around a 70-year-old, yes, he's still scoring goals. He's still doing well. But let's be honest. Ronaldo is supposed to do the exact same thing that you're talking about Zidane. Zidane coming on the pitch and people being inspired. Why isn't he inspiring the team?
He's not
Doesn't come on, Tristan. You've played football. You don't need to be captain to inspire, my friend.
United should have
Ronaldo's
given
won
him the
everything.
captain.
For what? For what?
He should,
Because he
you
was.
should have had the captain's band straight away. Because Maguire's captain. That's why.
So,
Yeah.
Thomas, there's some valid points, but Combo, you never give us your choice for who you
Look,
think
for
should
me,
come.
if United are gonna turn it around shortly, I would say between Antonio Conte and Zidane. Antonio Conte was my coach at Chelsea, and I had lovely days. I had gorgeous days, beautiful blue skies. I know the song I see skies are blue, red roses true. I had those days when Conte was
Leave
there.
it out.
No, all right, I did.
Leave it
I
out.
did. I did. I did. I did. I had those days when he was there because he's a coach like Diego Simeone. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He scores a goal. He does a forward roll. Does a karate chop. He grabs everybody, kisses the O's. Oh, yeah, that was crazy. And United need a bit of craziness. It's all his connection calls that have put you all down. Get someone who's fresh.
You are right. I'm not gonna lie.
They need some shake up in their team.
When Conte was trending on Twitter, I had some time, so I thought, okay, there was load shedding. SA government load shedding. I said, let me go watch some because I've got a rain some called going rain for Conte. And let me go watch what's this thing about Conte. I went to go watch his tactics. There's this old statman Dave, and bro, he is good. He is good. Got to give him credit. He is a bit temperamental, like he's from the districts, but he is good. He is good.
Yeah.
So I think we should close the show there. It was a fantastic one, gents. People, for those who are watching at home, for those who are watching, like and subscribe. It was a great one. I'll humbly accept my beating from the pool. We got lambasted, bro. But only thing I'm looking forward to is when you put on Sky Sports in the morning and you see Man United have departed ways.
15, you're gonna.
Listen,
15, you're busy with a poor place. United was a poor place.
Poor place. United was
a poor place.
Listen, before you leave, James, before you leave.
That's only a joke, American man.
If you've seen, wait, before we leave, listen, I know.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah, for sure. Before we leave, I've been vocal a few weeks ago about voting and stuff. Monday is voting, right? But listen to us. Wait
now.
Right. Let me advise and give you all some. This is who. There we go. Ward 73.
Go register to vote. Keep only in. Say, gents, love and peace.
Thank you guys for joining for the show. Please like and subscribe and catch us for the next show.
Lovely.
Short gents.
Peace.
That was a great one.
Okay.
Ole out.
Sharp. Ole stay.